Yo, welcome to the afternoon sip. We're back. I am Lee Crystal.
And I am Vaughn, just Vaughn.
And I am Olivia. Hey.
Yo, we made it to another week, you guys. Week 3.
We made it.
We are here.
We're here. So we're going to get right on into
Let's
it.
get it.
Y'all
Let's get
ready?
it.
Okay. Y'all ready for some hot tea?
Yes. Oh, here we go.
It's always time for some tea. Okay, so listen up. So Jeffrey Epstein, financier, 66 years old, this past week, allegedly, commits suicide by hanging. Okay, so some very important things to note here. Mm-hmm. He was actually possibly going to get up to 45 years in prison for sex trafficking and conspiracy. Mm-hmm. Okay. He was on suicide watch. So on July 23rd, he was placed on suicide watch after some bruising came up on his neck, supposedly. Mm-hmm. Again, everything's allegedly. The staff, which is supposedly overwhelmed with overtime, was supposed to be watching him. Yeah. You know, suicide watch is a 24-hour a day. Correct. Somebody's posted outside of your cell watching you explicitly awake, you know. The autopsy came out today.
Okay, what did it say?
The autopsy indicated that he had many broken neck bones. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've read a couple of different viewpoints and thought processes. So one article I read essentially said that it could be a condition of being hung, a man his age, because the hyoid bone, which is right by the Adam's apple, was broken. But because of his age, that it's not uncommon to see broken neck bones. But then a lot of other articles were saying that it could possibly be strangulation. Now, this man was in bed with a lot of people. He's a billionaire. You know, the Clintons were on his private jet, you know, well connected. So, of course, all the conspiracy theories have come out this week about whether or not he was killed, whether he's really alive and he's just paid to create a new identity, like he's somewhere getting a new face right now. So the question is, was he strangled or did he hang himself?
I mean, you know, I feel like, how do you commit suicide on suicide watch, right? Isn't that the purpose of the suicide watch? Yeah. And honestly, I think he was about to spill some tea. I think he was going to let some cats out the bag, and
definitely,
and they had to get rid of him. He got to go. You know, so like I said, I don't understand. What's the purpose of suicide watch if you're gonna commit suicide, right?
Sure.
Don't they have everything in that area that keeps you from doing all of these things, right?
So what if the staff is overwhelmed? What if they, you know, somebody had to run to the bathroom and they didn't have anybody to fill in?
I say when you have a lot of money, you can make a lot of stuff happen that the regular Joe Blow can. And it's too many coincidences. You know, usually when it's too many, something's going on.
I think that he wasn't the only one who was doing this.
Of course not.
And so, you know, like you say, when you rubbing shoulders with the big wigs, Trumps and the, you know, you see Robert Kraft just got caught up with this sex. It's a lot of stuff, man. It could be deeper than we will ever know because the man is now dead. So, you know.
So, honestly, we'll never know the truth.
No,
we
won't.
Never know the truth, you guys.
That's above our pay level.
But you know what?
It
opens up it opens up a light, though, that puts a light on these people who are out here doing this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And it really be the people with the money who's doing it. You know, because they got the money, they got the power, they can move how they want to move.
Right.
So, you know, like I said, don't be surprised if some more people come out and they're like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wasn't the only one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was rubbing shoulders with everybody.
I don't think they will because basically now it's a warning. So just in case anybody else may feel to be a little birdie.
You know, sometimes when people are in high power, they feel like, oh yeah, he got busted, but they can't touch me.
Well, all we can do now is wait for more information to come out. So there's some other major stuff happening. So Jay-Z has partnered with the NFL. Okay, we know he's made controversial lyrics in regards to his relationship with the NFL. A huge supporter of Colin Kaepernick and the whole taking a knee movement. So now Rock Nation, the live music entertainment strategist now for the NFL. So this is supposed to be a part of the Inspire Change initiative. Basically, Jay-Z says that he thinks that we're past kneeling. And that it's time to go to actionable items. So the core components of this Inspire Change initiative are essentially things that are supposed to be important to the players in the NFL, which include education, economic advancement, improving police and community relations, and criminal justice reform. So Jay-Z got dragged online by a lot of people who felt like he was being Uncle Tom, that he was being a sellout. Me personally, I think that sometimes we have to realize that it's important to have a seat at the table. He's been a philanthropist in our community. He's been very, proactive in so many regards across the board, whether we know about them or not, because, they don't need the fame. So a lot of things that him and Beyonce do in particular are hidden from the public. They don't, seek acknowledgement for them. But don't you think sometimes it's better to fix something from the inside?
I mean, I do. I feel like, and I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. But honestly, Liv, I feel like he should have did something to some way bring Cap into the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't have been like, okay, Jay, basically you coming up off of what Cap had to give up.
Even if it was like an ambassador for the brand.
Something. Like, even when he was on the stage and introducing it, like, at least, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he was a big supporter of him. So now people are looking at it like, okay, well, Cap is still being blackballed in the NFL, but you're doing business with them. Which is good business. At the end of the day, it's going to bring light to the whole situation, but it still makes it look like, dang, bro, like,
Okay, but did Cap kneel for Cap's only glorification? This wasn't really about Cap's employment as much as it was the things going on in the community. And this initiative is supposed to be addressing those very concerns. So should Jay-Z forego the opportunity to make a large, widespread impact for the sake of trying to pull Colin on? And at this point, it's fresh. We don't know what his intentions are. For all we know, we will see the face of Colin Kaepernick and in regards to what Jay-Z's doing.
I hope so. I think eventually he will do something to kind of, only because, it's a lot of pressure.
Public opinion.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure, but
strong on him.
I think, like you said, maybe he got to get his foot in the door first, and then I can bring you on later on. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a chance to get in here and put my foot, a stamp on it, and then I'm gonna bring you in. We gonna do whatever we got to do. But
I honestly don't think that that's going to happen. Even though Kaepernick hasn't made like an official statement, sometimes they say, silence is stronger than anything. So they keep on saying how, yes, Jay-Z has reached out to him and, but he never says this is what he says. So obviously it's not nothing very positive.
Right. Let me tell you guys, we want to hear from you guys tonight. Make sure that you call us. The number is 936-585-4627. No worries. We'll hear your voice, but you won't be on the screen.
You know what? Because outside, I see run into people and, they telling me, oh, I want to call. Man, call in. We're not going to bite. What y'all want? Just talk. We just want to talk to y'all,
will. Man. Right.
Just call in. Call in, because you know what? What happens as soon as we get off there? What they do? We get a text.
Yeah, we get a text.
Oh my gosh, you were just so good. I should have called in. I had so much to say.
Right. Call in. Okay. Before we get out of here, real important. Happy birthday to Nipsey.
Yes.
Nipsey Hussle's birthday is today.
The marathon
gone,
continues.
but definitely not forgotten. And one more little drop of tea before we run out the door.
Okay.
So Shaquille O'Neal been trying to get back with Shawnee O'Neal year after year, and Shawnee has paid him never mind,
baby. But I always kind of knew that she still had a thing for him because
they had a very good relationship.
Yeah.
They were
and
good
on that
co-parents.
show she'd be ready to pop people behind whatever she thought may be going on.
Well, they were good co-parents. You know what I'm saying? And you can be married to somebody and still have love for them. Well, honey, they are trying to reconcile.
That's good,
isn't it?
I like to see people reuniting when it's worth
and
it.
It feels good.
Yes.
Right?
Well, good luck to them too.
Yeah,
good
sure.
luck to them. Good luck to Shaq and Shawnee.
Right.
I love them. I love both of them.
Hey,
honestly,
that's what's up. Okay, we're gonna have a quick commercial break. Yes. Okay, cool beans. So we're going to get right into this commercial for Ghost Resumes, you guys. Most people have a resume that they feel is perfectly good document to use for their job search, but what most people do not know is that most companies use applicant tracking software to pinpoint skills using keywords. Ghost Resumes understands how to build keywords in any type of resume to show the value you've been bringing to your current and past positions. Make sure your resume stands out and gets the attention you deserve from recruiters. It's hard to brag about yourself, so let Ghost Resumes do it for you. Contact your 5-star rated resume ghostwriter on Facebook, Thumbtack, Angie's List, or on their website at www.ghostresumes.com.
Yes.
All right. So
awesome.
What are we getting into next?
It's happy hour time.
It's the happy hour.
It's happy hour time.
Hey.
I have thoroughly enjoyed talking about this topic. You know, one of the things that I always do after a show, and once we decide on a new topic, I talk to my friends, male and females. Oh, this is what we're going to talk about. And everyone, it provided so much conversation on a personal level. So I'm definitely ready to talk about it. So tonight on Happy Hour, we are discussing dating effectively. Do you know that I like you?
Do you know?
Do you know? Yeah, twirl your hair. Do you know I like you?
Oh, is that what we're supposed to do?
So, you know, when you're talking
That's the
about...
sign.
Oh. No wonder I'm not good at this.
Right?
You're not twirling your hair, Liz.
I don't have no hair. Oh, I do right
you
now.
got some hair right now, Liz.
I got to twirl my beard. Do you like me?
Right.
Okay, so,
you know, in reference to dating, there's, like I always say, there's levels to this. I'm going to give me a shirt to say that. There's levels, you know? Mm-hmm. So at the top, you know, it's basically talking, like, oh, I'm talking to somebody. Then you have dating. Now, when you're dating, officially, you're single. Dating is officially single. So therefore, you have the right to date multiple people.
That's controversial.
Yeah, I understand.
But go ahead.
Then on the next level, you have dating exclusively. So dating exclusively, I think a lot of times what a disconnect is that people decide that they're dating exclusively without having an actual conversation. You cannot just assume that you're dating exclusively just because a certain amount of time has went by. You cannot assume just because I'm only dating you, you're only dating me. You have to have those pertinent conversations to avoid misunderstanding. Are we on the same page with that?
I mean, yeah, no, I'm listening to your.
Okay, and then next we have the actual relationship. Now, for the most part, dating exclusively and relationships are kind of intertwined, but one of the biggest distinguishments is that, you know, that's where we come in with the titles. Our lives are somewhat intertwined at this point in time. The titles, you know, if you into that thing, hashtag man crush. Well, not even a man crush. Oh, in a relationship, John Blow is in a relationship with Sally Sue.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So let me start off with me.
Okay.
I suck at the whole levels of dating. Okay.
How so, Lil Crystal?
There is no gray area in Lee Crystal land. Either you're over here in this bucket. I'm gonna probably lose some of my friends today. Either you're over here in this bucket where I reply to about every 4 of your messages. I see you when, you know, time just a lot, you know, when I just need a little pick me up or whatever. Or, you know, you're over here and date 2. Now, don't get me wrong. Here, we still gonna have a good time when we're together. Hey, it's great. But over here, it's like, okay, date 1, date 2. I love you. You're my boyfriend.
Oh no.
And
no.
Vaughn?
No. So
what you got to say there?
Okay, so me, I'm a little different, right? I'm more of a don't rush it type thing, right? You got to take your time in relationships, because relationships, if you want a long-lasting relationship, you have to take your time. You can't rush into it. You can't be like, oh, I like you, and then 2 weeks later be like, oh, I love you. Like, no, that's
okay.
crazy.
I may not use the word, but when I like someone, I go all the way in. Okay, so we go together.
So listen. So how quickly do you say we go together?
I don't say it. I do what I told everyone not to do early and assume without the conversation.
Okay, so when I'm
giving you all of me, so you better be giving me all of you, or we're gonna have problems.
Okay, so who's to say if you're giving me all of you, I might not be ready to give you all of me.
I said I understand the brokenness in my relationship, grid or whatever the case may be. But that's why I say LaCrystal sucks at dating.
Okay, so
I date a lot, but I suck at it.
Okay, so you love a lot of people is what you're telling me.
No.
Basically, you're saying that you date a lot. But you just said that I remember
I told you there's two buckets. There are a lot of people that I date that are over here in this bucket that,
Okay, so this goes to the question. Do I like you? So how does somebody know that you like them? Because you just said you date a lot of people, right? So what's the difference between you dating?
I'm not saying I date a lot of people right now. You
trying to
don't.
I'm not saying.
Hold on. See, this how rumors get started.
I'm not saying.
that.
I'm not saying you saying you're dating a lot of people right now. But
we gonna square up.
I'm saying you said you dated a lot of people, right? So how do you know that say, okay, I really like this person? Is it like a sign?
It's a feeling. I'm very into a person's intelligence. If I can talk to you about my job and you understand and you get it, that's a huge turn on to me, right?
So you're sapiosexual.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And then for when I am able to be just plain old regularly Crystal around you without the pump and start, I'm like, oh, I like this person. To me, I'm very into vibes. I'm very into sinking into a person's spirit.
I mean, I'm very big on vibes too. But sometimes I like to keep it like that though. I like to vibe with you. Like, just me vibing with you doesn't mean that I want to make you my girlfriend because I vibe with you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just like the vibe. Mm-hmm. Maybe I like having fun with you. Like, sometimes people don't understand, like, if we having a good time, why would you want to go outside of the good time? Because sometimes relationships can make things a little different. People change when they get in relationships. People do things differently.
Okay. So with that being said, because I got this list right here, right? And one of my guy friends told me that one of the ways you can tell a guy really isn't that into you, that's how you guys are hanging out. It's been a month or two. Okay. You enjoying the time. Oh, Von, I'm enjoying this time that we're sharing. Yeah. I like the way you make me.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Sorry, it is storming outside. We lost power for just a second, but we are back. We're back. So tell everybody to tune back in. And the topic tonight, dating effectively. So we've already established, in case you're just now joining us, that LaCrystal sucks at dating. There's no gray area. She goes from 0 to 100 real quick.
I'm getting better.
So that's what we understand about LaCrystal. Von feels like LaCrystal is just completely absurd and that he should be able to spread the love, okay, and absorb all the energy from everybody. And me, on the other hand, I've been sitting over here looking like a crazy person because guess what? I don't know how to date. I'm not good at dating. But I tell you one thing, though. After this last little situation that I've gone through, my whole attitude is probably more similar to a man's mentality. Listen, we're going to do what we do, however we feel like doing it. If I want to do it, then good. If I don't, then I'm not. I'm not asking you any questions. Don't ask me nothing.
Yeah.
And
you sound,
day to day, literally day to day, day to day. So if it develops where we enjoy spending time together and it becomes where we're spending every day together, then I'm gonna let that naturally happen. I'm not looking for that, but if that's how it goes, cool. If you're one of these people that I just see once or twice, you know what I'm saying, a week, then that's also cool. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just living in the moment, organic. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like you. I'm living in the moment, man, because you don't want to force anything.
Right.
Right. Sometimes you can force stuff, and then you 6 months down the line it don't work out, and then you starting all over again.
Right.
Who wants to do that? Nobody wants to do that.
And see, I read an article very similar to that, and it was really written by a black woman, specifically speaking to black women. And her point, which I see both sides of the story, her point was date multiple people, because what happens, especially in our age group, as you get a little bit older, you end up dating exclusively, getting to these relationships. You cast everyone else to the side, ignore everybody. A year and a half down the road, you break up and you got to do it all over again. So wouldn't it be and she swears by that method, because she says that causes the men to still pursue you the entire time, because they know there's multiple people out there. But you know what? Right now, I feel like the male ego is pretty fragile. A lot of men aren't willing to date you if they feel like you're spreading your time with other guys. See, they want you to be very singular and focused while they spread their focus all over. Von?
That's not true.
Wait.
I think that we want honesty more than anything, right? Because some women feel like, well, if I'm dating a whole bunch of dudes, I ain't gonna tell him because he think I'm a hoe, right? It don't necessarily mean you a hoe. It just means that you're leaving your options open, right?
Correct.
Which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool as long as you're not out here being a hoe, right? As long as you ain't out here, I mean.
But men are being hoes. While you want somebody pure as the driven snow, y'all are out there spreading, sowing royal oats.
First of all, no. Automatically, y'all are gonna think that guys are hoes because that's just how y'all think. Y'all think that any guy who is halfway decent looking and he has a bunch of female friends or he got a bunch of girls that's around him that he's automatically smashing all of them. That's not true. Like y'all automatically put us in this box that's like, oh well, he alright looking, so he probably got a lot of hoes, and he probably sleeping with all of them. So yeah, it's a fact.
I don't put you in the box, but it's very apparent when y'all are dealing with multiple women. To me, it's very apparent when a man is dealing with multiple women. Fine, but just realistically, we all do know what adult people do when they're seeing people. Like, sex is a part of the equation. I don't think that you can negate that. And so for me to think that he literally is only sleeping with 1 out of the 10, come on now. It's just unrealistic to me. Can you put the number up? We need call-ins.
Please
put
call
the number
in.
up.
Please, hey, man, fellas, call in. Help me out because y'all know these women think that y'all think that we are just homongers out here in these streets.
So another thing that one of my guy friends told me in reference to being able to tell if a guy likes you or not, he was saying basically time. He was like, when you think someone is interested in you, but they are not willing to try to squeeze any time in for you, they aren't really interested in you as much as you think. And he told me the only busy man is an uninterested man.
Isn't that common sense though? Why does somebody need to tell you? Okay, because I go to work every day.
Yeah.
I've raised children. I cook dinner. I clean my house. I do all the things that everybody else has to do. Get my car washed. You know what I'm saying? But I make time for the things that I want to do. So the bottom line is why would somebody need to tell you if he never makes time for you, he's not interested? Hello? Women, dumb women of the world.
Well,
somebody need to tell you that.
What happens is they pacify you with time, right? They give you just enough time to keep you like on that little string.
I'm not here for
just enough time to keep you on that string.
So look, I think that and I can only speak for me, right? If I take the time to take you out to dinner, to go out and go to the movies, go bowling, go. Like, if you don't feel like that means I like you, then something is wrong with you, right? Because there's no way a guy can date 5 to 10 women unless he's a millionaire.
Not 5 to 10, but he can definitely date 3.
You think so? Easily?
Yes.
No. Easily.
Yes.
Without dating one of you, right?
Yeah.
Because if he date one of you, then you think that y'all go together within 2 weeks. so then now what?
Shade.
No,
Okay.
shade.
So and that's actually one of the things my guy friend told me. He says actions speak louder than words. So a lot of times what guys get on the phone and do is they'll sell you with tickets. Oh, baby girl, we're gonna go have some drinks on Thursday. Oh, baby girl, we're gonna go see the new Jamie Foxx movie. Oh, baby girl, we're gonna go to Top Golf. But when it's actually time to execute, he doesn't. When a guy likes you, he's going to take time to make those plans and not just say, what you doing? I don't know what you're doing. Well, what you doing? I don't know what you're doing. He's going to take the time to call you up, plan out a date for you, and execute it. That's how he was saying, that's how you know the difference. Guys will sell you wolf tickets all day long to keep you on that string and pacify you.
Let me tell you something. The only way you can sell me a wolf ticket is if I'm out here buying. Because guess what? When you say stuff to me like we going to go out, you know what I say? Right on.
Right on.
I don't ever bring it up again.
But at the same time,
I ain't got nothing to say. I keep living my best life. I'm scheduling stuff. Hopefully you can get in where you fit in because guess what? If you sat around waiting for people to execute every time somebody says, hey, Olivia, I want to catch up with you because trust me, my DMs stay popping with, hey, I want to kick it with you. And I'm like, okay. And ask me how many times we kick it. Now, little do they know, the next time they say they want to kick it, then it's really in one ear and out the other. The first time you say it to me, I'm like, okay, we can kick it. But the second time, I'm like, Negro, please. Like, that is just exactly how I'm thinking.
So basically what you're saying is a dude should make solid plans and follow through, right?
Yes.
He better.
Solid plans, right?
He better.
So let's say if you stand the guy up or he says, hey, we're going to go such and such and such. And then sometimes we feel like, well, if you don't follow up, then we might feel like you're not interested. Like, you might just be saying, hey, Chris, let's go see the Jamie Foxx movie. Okay, cool. We can go Friday, and then Friday come and like, dang, I ain't heard from her all day.
Why I gotta hear from you? Why can't you be? Because you're supposed to pursue me anyway.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So we the only ones who's supposed to pursue?
So correct.
I'm not saying it's going to be 90-10, but there should be a heavy amount of pursuing from your end as a woman. I should be able to give you the challenge of a man trying to be in my world.
So what's wrong when Friday comes? What's wrong with you saying, hey, are we still on for the night?
What's wrong with you saying that? You the one who made the plans in the first place.
I'm asking you, what's wrong with you saying?
Nothing's wrong with it, but why should you have to wait? If you're actually interested in me,
see,
why should you have to wait for me to bring it up?
I just feel like y'all be so caught up in the, I ain't hitting him up. He got me messed up. Like, it's nothing wrong with saying, hey, are we still on for the night?
But what?
I'm just saying, what's wrong with it?
So if you ask me and I said yes, why do we have to sit here and why can't?
Okay. Here's the thing, Vaughn, and this is, I'm going to speak from my perspective, and I think a lot of women feel this way. We've been conditioned to believe throughout the course of our life, and I think that it ties true with just the anatomy of like men versus women. You know, y'all go out for the hunt, right? Y'all do like to pursue. Mm-hmm. That's in your nature. It's not in our nature to be that way. Okay. So if you ask me out and I say yes, especially for the first date, not the second, not the third, for the first one, I'm going to wait for you.
Yeah.
To circle back.
Yeah.
Now, if it's the second date, because we've established a little get up and go. So I'm gonna be like, hey, what's up? We still, kicking it. But that first one, because see, that's how I can weed out the busters who's trying to waste all my damn time in my inbox or chit chatting in my ear, trying to be perpetual pen pals. Ain't nobody got time for that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I am 44 years old. Try again. You understand me? But guess what? If you do want to go or if you don't, I don't care. I really don't. So I don't even understand why do y'all come checking?
Yeah.
I mean,
nobody was checking for you. Why you come in my inbox just to lie? Like, boy, bye.
But nobody wants to feel like, okay, now I'm just something to do. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, y'all women, y'all got it easy to where y'all could just easily find something to do.
You keep saying that, Vaughn, about us having.
I told you. Remember? Remember, I told you this yesterday.
Yes.
And I said
they didn't make it right.
No,
exactly. Just because we rewinding it, still wrong.
I really don't give a damn. I'm just telling y'all how I feel. I'm saying,
well, you're wrong.
Listen, no, in your eyes though.
No, because you're talking about women, and I am one. So you're wrong.
Go ahead, Vaughn.
Speak it. I'm saying at any given time, y'all women can find a dude, whether you're attracted to him or not or whatever, and say, hey, let's go out to eat. Hey, let's go to the movies. And the dude gonna be like, okay, cool. I can't just come up to a random girl and be like, hey, let's go out on a date. So you're telling
me right now, let's be real, that there ain't at least 10 chicks in your phone that you can call up right now and be like, you want to go to movies? Let me tell you what I've seen face to face, ladies. Like I said, I got a lot of homeboys that, it's just platonic. They sit on my couch, and I have seen them at one time text, hey girl, hey beautiful, I miss you. What are you doing? I want to see you. Ding, 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 ding. And the first one to reply back, guess what? That's who you went and hung out with. But if you're on the other side looking in, you think, oh, he missed me. Oh, he want to see me. Little do you know, because y'all have that many options.
But you do realize that earlier you said that there was no way for a man, unless he was rich, to date, 10 women, okay? So the thing is that while your assumption is that women can call up any man at any time and say, hey, let's go out. When a woman calls a man and say, hey, let's go out, the assumption of the man is that he's about to have to pay to go out with her. Mm-hmm. So that's not a decision I get to make for men. I don't get to decide on your wallet, hey, let's go out, because then men are in the position of, my money's funny this week. I don't get paid till Friday. Yeah. I really don't have that extra to spend on that. So no, it is not as easy as you think because of that very reason. Me saying it means that he feels like he has to finance it. Mm-hmm. Now, the truth of the matter is I can finance myself.
Well, we know that.
I can finance us both, truthfully. So most of the time, for me, if I bring it up, I am fully prepared to pay for this entire excursion. Mm-hmm. Now, if you insist on pulling out your wallet, I am a lady. No. You know what I'm saying?
No. But Liv, I've been in situations like that where I went out with a female, and she feels like, okay, when the bill comes, she'll say, "Oh, I got it," just to let it be known, like, hey,
correct.
I'm not in it for that. Correct. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
That's
or she'll be like, you can pay for the dinner and I'll pay for the drinks, or we can. You know what I'm saying? But everybody not like that though. Right. Some people be like,
give me 5 Don Julio y'all.
And then they drinking what they don't even normally drink,
Boom.
right? You know what I'm saying? Like baby,
I'm
I seen you at
drinking
Carol's
Hennessy
drinking them $3 drinks the other night, so we
Right.
get the pop of those, and you drinking 3 Wheel Motions.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
no.
Yeah. Ladies, please do better. Like seriously, there's trash all across the board on that.
Oh.
So
on the other side, they say in reference to how do you know women like you, they said one of the things is she's willing to make future plans with you. Like if a chick not feeling you, she's not gonna allow you to say, oh, there's this concert next month. You know, I like to take you. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what's going on. And I think that's in general with, males and females. If someone allows you to block off time genuinely in their future, then they must like you because they want to, they see themselves consistently building something.
When they make plans with you instead of you making the plans with them, it's a little different. It's because like, okay, the guy's going to make the initial plans like, hey, you want to go out. Then when the chick comes and say, hey, like you said, hey, it's a concert coming up. That's something she wants to do. And she wants to do it with you.
Yeah.
She could have called anybody else and asked anybody else, but she's saying, hey, Vaughn, I like you, so I want to go to the concert with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. That's very true.
I don't know.
They say someone's trying to call in.
Yeah, somebody's trying to call in. I think we're having. Oh, and everybody's telling us to answer the phone. What's going on? Are the calls not coming in?
The call's not coming through? They ain't pay the cell phone
we can't be having no.
Golly, they ain't pay the cell phone bill.
This storm is really causing technical difficulties. We gonna get this phone line together, you guys. Hold on, give us a second. But so, I don't know how to date. Okay, now you guys, I don't know if you saw on Facebook this week. Let me just real quick.
Okay.
My co-host, her name is Lee Crystal. She came up. Oh, they said it's just ringing now. Now it's ringing, but it's just ringing. So my co-host Lee Crystal came up with an idea.
It's an awesome idea.
Okay, the idea is that all three of us would join 3 different dating apps, dating sites. Okay, we would then join said sites, go on a date. We're going to come back and report about the pros and cons of each app, the experiences we had, our date, etc. So you guys, I am on Tinder. That's what's happening.
Hey, hit her up on Tinder, fellas. Swipe to the right.
Yes.
Please don't swipe to the right.
Swipe to the right.
Get you some Olivia in your life.
Please don't swipe to the right. Listen, I'm doing it though. I'm putting my all into it. And so hopefully you guys tune in next week. Hopefully by then I will have gone on a date, because even though Vaughn thinks that people fall out the sky and ask women on dates, that shit is not happening for me. Like, I'm talking to folks and nobody's asked me out on a date. I've been on there for like 4 days.
I haven't joined yet, but I'm gonna get on it.
Yeah, because she gonna get a date the next day. I've been on there 4 days. That's
probably getting hit up left and right.
Yeah,
but she's trying to filter through.
Liv trying to make a
educated decision.
Be happily ever after?
No,
that's what we're trying to do.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. But I am trying to make an educated decision. You never know.
Yeah,
Why go on a bad date? Like, if I got to do it, at least let it be with somebody who is
worth your while, right?
It could be somebody who's actually eligible. That's all I'm saying.
No, I get it.
So that's where I'm at.
I'm totally with you. I'm with
that's
you.
All
I'm
I'm
with
saying.
you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
did we fix the phone?
Next week, did the phone lines open?
Okay.
So
we're working on it.
What if a female asks a man, when does he have time to hang out, but the man doesn't really make an effort to get back to her? Then what?
Vaughn.
I mean, he could be busy.
He's not that into you.
He could be busy.
And he's not that into you.
Or, no, I wouldn't say he might not be that into you. He might not just have time. Like, he might be a busy person. What if he's busy? He really doesn't have time, because, I mean, if you're not interested, he could just ignore her, right? Altogether. He didn't have to talk to her in the first place. He didn't have to initiate the conversation. What's the point?
I think we got the phone lines back up. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I think we got the phone lines back up. Go ahead, you guys. Call in. We want to hear what you got to say about this dating situation.
Please call in.
So give us a try one more time. We're trying to work out these technical difficulties we're having tonight. But what were you going to say, LaCrystal? Damn. You don't know?
So if he likes me, I mean, that there's nothing worse in the world that I put a question out there and you just totally null and void it. Like, you can't just void it and make me. I don't care if I saw you Monday, Tuesday. If I ask you a question about us going hanging out, and then you don't have enough courtesy and respect for me to get back with me with the actual answer, regardless if it's yes or no, regardless of how it's gonna make me feel.
Are you an understanding person?
That's not the point.
I'm asking. It is a point.
Maybe not. No.
No, you're not.
No. But
Shit,
the point.
that
The point is, give me the respect, because I promise you, we're gonna have more issues with that, with you not responding, than we will with that no.
Okay, yeah, I don't like being ignored. Now
No.
that's something that'll get you immediately like dismissed. Don't ignore me, for real. Y'all try the phone lines; they should be working. We're trying to get some confirmation. Somebody try to call up so we can know that the phone lines are back working. But listen, I'm just learning so much from you guys right now. Are you guys learning from them? The different perspectives? Vaughn has let me know a lot of things. I mean, I feel like I'm someplace in the middle. I just really, for the life of me, have zero patience. If you want to do this, then we can do it. If you don't, that's also fine. Like, I'm just not pressed either way.
Yeah.
So another one he told me is, if a guy is willing to hang out with you, even though you guys already had sex, right? But if he's willing to chill with you at the house in very private situations, and y'all can play video games, just be chilling, actually Netflix and chilling, and actually chilling, that means he likes you. If he's willing to spend that quality time with you without the end result of hopping in the bed. Do you agree with that?
I do.
Okay.
I think that if I think that any time that
they just called,
I feel like that any time that anybody gives you time is valuable.
Yeah.
Like ain't nobody trying to waste no time, man. So I think that time this is male or female. If anybody gives you their time, then I think it's some form of I like you in that.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
It may not be at full throttle 100%, but I think in order to spend some time with somebody repeatedly,
yes,
you have to like something about
it.
Something about it has to be like resonating.
It don't matter
with
it don't matter if it's physical or if it's they
right.
might like your conversation.
Yeah.
Anything.
Something got to be going.
It got to be something.
Yeah.
There's something brewing in there.
Yeah.
Like it ain't.
Or they're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And they're willing.
It takes time.
It was enough for them to like, okay, I'm going to continue so that I can figure out if this is something that I want to do or which direction I'm trying to go with it.
Yeah.
So they're still not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm almost ready to give them my cell phone number and I'm putting it on speaker. I'm serious. I will put them on speakerphone. If you have my phone number, call me. So
call in.
Call my cell phone.
Call my cell phone. We'll put y'all on speakerphone.
Call me on my cell phone. I'm put you on speakerphone.
Hotline bling.
You know what? Somebody help me, God. So seriously, dating effectively.
I'm going to learn. I know, like I said, I'm cognizant of the fact.
I think you need to diversify. I think diversification would help you a lot.
So I used to date a white guy super seriously. And me and Amber were just having this conversation a couple days ago. It actually worked super well. But this was like back when I was at TSU and in college and stuff like that.
Go to TSU to date a white man. Okay. All right.
But I mean, right now I don't want it at all. Like, dating for me is super casual. Like, I'm not dating with purpose right now.
Okay, we have a call, you guys. I'm about to put this on.
Okay.
I'm about to put it on speakerphone. Okay, you're live.
You can have a man that spend quality time with you as far as what they say is downtime. If they spend their downtime with you, that means they like you. But that don't necessarily mean that that's true, because you can spend time with him and he still have some underlying motive as to trying to use you for his gain, or he just passing the time away, but you feeling that he really feeling you, and then you end up getting hurt.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. What about the people who essentially use you to fill in the gaps? They don't have anything going on. They're not really interested in anybody too serious. You're not too bad. You're not too great. They don't mind spending time with you, but they're not really trying to push any agenda. They're not trying to move it in any one particular direction. You're really just filling the space. Thank you for calling in. And what's your name? Oh, you're anonymous. Right on anonymous.
Awesome.
That's what's up. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you. I mean, if a person is just dating you just to kill time, I mean, how can you really know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until they done with you, right? I mean, there's nothing you can really. There's no way you can really figure that out.
Carrie said homosexuals.
Right.
Yeah.
There's some homosexuals out there trying to find a place to stay.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between? I mean, like you say, how can you say, well, he's just talking to me because he's bored?
That's the thing.
Yeah,
I don't think you can. I think that you have to take personal responsibility. If you enjoy spending time with someone and you've never had a conversation about where it's going, where it's leading, then you need to be able to compartmentalize and literally enjoy the time you spend with them, and that be that. Enjoy it. Because you enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where's the downside in that if you enjoy the time you're spending with them? But you cannot allow your mind to trample off and think that it's more than what it is if that conversation has never been had.
But if you choose to live in that gray area, accept the gray area stuff that comes along with it.
Exactly.
Right?
Which means that gray can go either way.
That's what I'm saying. You can't trip about it. If you choose to reside in it, you have to accept the things that come. And you can't be too mad when a month down the line you look on Facebook and Joe Blow is in a relationship with Sally Sue, because that happens.
I don't know if y'all ever.
I
don't know if y'all
everybody's
ever
shocked.
been through that.
Oh my gosh, I thought you was with.
I don't know if y'all ever been through that, but I've been through that. So where it's just like, what this happened? What happened?
Yeah.
Like,
that's how I felt when you got.
Like I ain't like
that's how I was when you got married. No lie, Vaughn.
Yeah,
Vaughn got married so quick out of the blue. I was like, oh my god,
it's a lot of statuses that go up in reference to men on Facebook that people like, what?
Man.
People having babies, they're engaged, they're married. Where does shit come from?
I mean, well, can't that just mean that maybe I'm just low key with my personal life? Right?
It could,
right?
Except, however, you may be dating at the same time. I'm not talking about you.
No,
I'm just saying, you know, that same guy who totally. Usually when people say, you know, I'm just kind of low key about mine, I'm chilling. That's because he's chilling with 5-6 chicks.
Not necessarily.
Yes, it is.
Not
More times than not. That is the case.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm all for being private or whatever, but there's a difference between being private and keeping a secret. You know what I'm saying?
Well, who you keeping a secret
don't have
from?
to let people. The point is, you don't have to let people into every private nuance of your life and everything going on. But that's totally different than keeping somebody a secret. I ain't no secret kind of lady. Don't even try me.
Don't.
Okay, I'm just saying that don't try to keep me no secret.
You should not make me feel like your name is a bad name out in your name is a bad word out in public. It should be my freedom to talk about
because it's my experience. Just like it's yours.
Yeah.
No. But sometimes we be trying to protect y'all because
boy,
I'm a grown-ass woman.
Are you gonna let me talk real quick? Let me hear me out.
Yes.
Sometimes I don't want people to come on my page and say stuff or because you will get attacked. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be like, oh, he this, he that. I don't want you to get that. Like let you date me and just realize like, hey, he a cool dude. Or I don't want you to be like, oh, I heard this and I heard that, because you automatically gonna go into it and be like, well, I ain't gonna take Vaughn serious because I heard Vaughn got 10 chicks. You know what I'm saying? Rather than you date me and say, well, he treated me way different than what I heard about him. You know what I'm saying? Just go with the flow. Go with whatever we got going on. Just enjoy it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because whatever.
Because you said so.
Because that's what it is. What you mean? At the end of the day, I got to deal with what you giving me, right?
And it's my experience just like it's yours.
No, I'm saying if I want to date you,
if you want to,
if I want to date you, then I have to deal with whatever comes with it. If I don't want to date you, then I ain't got to deal with it.
Well, the thing is, you could want to date me but still not want to deal with my shit. Therefore, it's over, and that's fine.
What shit?
But the thing is, I just think that sometimes men want women to accept anything that they're dishing out without any expectations. And that's where everybody has me fucked up. But anyway, listen, we've gone too long, you guys. We have a strawberry letter. We need to get to the big gulp.
Yeah.
That needs to happen. Hey, we're going to circle back. We're going to talk about dating some more over the next couple of weeks. Maybe we'll do like a 3-part series or something because we have the whole other situation coming up soon. So we're getting ready to get into the big gulp, you guys.
Okay, but before we do that, can we custom?
Yeah. Let's have a commercial break real quick.
Commercial break.
Happening.
Awesome. Okay, today this segment is brought to you by Full Service Event Planning. Full Service Event Planning is for a couple who wants fancy that to guide them through the entire planning process. Focus on design, decor, assemble their team of service providers, provide unlimited professional advice, and manage every detail of that special day. They will serve as your personal event concierge to plan every detail with you and execute those plans to produce a remarkable and extraordinary event that is unique to your personal style. Contact Custom Creations. She also does meal planning. She has a special for keto planning. Reach out to her. Custom Creations, your one-stop event planning shop.
Right on, Custom Creations.
Right on.
All right, LaCrystal. Y'all know what time it is, right?
Yeah, y'all know what time it is.
It is time for the big
gulp.
We need to get a little sound effect.
Yes. Some
A-
deep
ASMR.
throat.
Don't worry about my throat.
Hold on.
Don't worry about my throat.
You know any deep throat?
Hold on. Do that sound one more time.
Don't worry about me.
Hold on. Whoa.
Okay,
Okay,
go
come
ahead.
on, let's
Here
go.
we
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Let me get my mind
Watch
right.
yourself.
All right, so we have a anonymous letter came in. It says, I have been married for 25 years and my mother-in-law is the other woman. When I met my husband, he was basically taking care of whatever his mother asked for. She had access to his bank account. He was paying her rent all while she was working too. During the early years of marriage, I went out of town for the weekend. Him and her went buying a luxury car in his name after the three of us had spoken about only giving her a down payment. It was so bad that when my husband was taking me out of town to another state to meet his sister, his mom went and took all the money out of his account and he had no money. We had many counseling sessions with her and her response is, I didn't know I was causing a problem. Lo and behold, my husband was confronted by his brother-in-law saying his obligations is to take care of his mother. I love my husband truly, but when does he pull the cord on helping his mother, or like I call her, the other woman? Please help. Ooh, boy. Ooh.
That kind of goes with the title. One of the titles we were thinking about is mama in the middle.
Right.
Man.
Yeah. Is mama in the middle of your relationship? Yeah. And that is exactly what this is sounding like. I was married. I was a long time. Definitely didn't have the best of relationships with my mother-in-law, but I will tell you this. Now, if you're a biblically based person, then you know what the Bible says, which is you're supposed to cleave to your wife. That's supposed to be your ace boon coon, your number one or whatever. But my personal experience has been most men, their first love of a woman is their mother.
Absolutely.
So when they get into a relationship with somebody, even though they've trusted them enough to marry them, it's almost like there's still a brick wall, almost a barrier. And it takes years before he decides that you're really his rider, you're really in his corner, you're his person, and that he can actually stand up to his mother for you on your behalf. You know what I'm saying? In this particular instance, that's community property.
Yeah.
We're not going to be all in the bank account now. That's not what we're going to do.
Nah.
Now, either I'm going to speak to my husband about it, and I'm going to try to let my husband handle the situation for the sake of keeping the peace, because it doesn't benefit him at all. And he's the person that I love.
Correct.
So it doesn't benefit him at all for me and his mother to fight. But hopefully my husband takes me imploring unto him how he needs to get this whole situation straight. Because you don't get to touch the community property, the bank account now.
Nah.
Come on, mama.
And honestly, I think the mom should not be so selfish not to understand that this man is now married.
Hello.
And, it's certain things he can't do.
Correct.
Because now it's not only him taking care of you, it is him and his wife basically taking care of you.
Correct. But you know what? A lot of mothers in particular, especially single moms, I have noticed when it comes to their son, they have really an unhealthy and inappropriate relationship with their son. They are married to their sons.
Yeah.
Their sons are expected to come and check on their mother, look at the house, fix this, fix that, chunk some change, drive up, get a husband.
Yeah.
There should be some boundaries.
Yeah.
That have to be clear. You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, every parent is not a good parent. Every mother's not a good mother. She will infringe all up in your relationship.
Sometimes, when you have single mothers, right?
Yeah.
A son feels like that's all I've ever had,
Yes,
right?
he does.
You know what I'm saying?
He
So
does.
then it'd be like, okay, well, I know if ain't nobody else got my back, my mama got my back.
And he should be there for her.
Yeah. I agree, but
With boundaries.
absolutely. It's definitely some boundaries that need to be made in that situation somewhere.
Yeah, but even myself being a single parent, and I have a son, Jontrell will be 20 in a couple days. As he grows older and gets in relationships, it's very hard for me to see him hurting or, in his relationships and me not feel like, oh, I hate her. I want to, get her for making my son hurt or whatever. It's hard when you have that. Like Jontrell was my first, and not wanting to. I'm not saying he's going to have to take care of me, but in reference to the other side of me being in the middle, like, what's going on? I'm trying to fix it, and it's not mine to be fixed, but I do find myself being that little mother hen over my son. So in return, a lot of times, the son feels like my mama looks out for me in ways like no other. So if nobody else, I'm going to look out for mama.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that a son shouldn't look out for his mother, but I am saying, like in that particular instance, as a parent, you try to shield your children from pain. But think about how pain has defined your life.
Yeah.
Think about how pain has strengthened you as an individual. It's almost like trying to keep your kid from all the germs, but then they have a weak immune system.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And like that pain, that hurt, that shaped me as an adult. That heartbreak, that heartache, that dog ass boy that did me wrong, and you understand me?
Yeah.
That shaped me to be the woman I am today, so I can identify some things so I don't get hurt repeatedly, because some people grow up and they get hurt in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, you know what I'm saying, about things that they really should have learned in their early 20s.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't always see. The thing is that you really are trying to prepare your kids to be wonderful and well-rounded adults and people who can function in this society, and that's not always protecting them from everything.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm the only boy in the situation, right? I have two sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my mom are very, very close. Mm-hmm. She's a very, very loving person.
Mm-hmm.
But my mama don't get in the middle, man. She don't. Mm-hmm. She wouldn't even allow it. Like, if she knows that I'm with somebody, she'll call them before she calls me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to make it seem like, hey, is Vaughn doing something today? Maybe y'all can come over and help me. She gonna include her. This sounds like the mom is just like, hey, man, forget you. This is what me and my son got going on.
So at this point, there's nothing that she can do. Right?
No.
Because it's been happening for so long.
No, the husband needs to put his foot down. Point blank. Period.
She better put
because it sounds like it sounds like the wife is damn near fed the hell up.
But if he wanted to, at this point, wouldn't he have already?
I mean,
how long?
Maybe the wife is not putting no pressure on him.
25 years.
Yeah.
I don't know what she.
I mean, maybe she ain't putting no foot on his neck.
25 years.
I mean, 25 years is a long time, LaCrystal, to be letting somebody do the same. That's like somebody cheating on you for 25 years.
That's a whole nother conversation.
No, but I'm just saying. No, it is basically becoming a cancer. In a relationship.
It is a cancer. It low key seems like it's almost killed their relationship.
Yeah.
Because I have a hard time respecting somebody who cannot stand up to. Because the thing is, you can stand up to your mother and be respectful.
You can.
It didn't have to be a disrespectful situation, but you can definitely create that barrier. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? This is my home. This is my family. This is my responsibility. You cannot infringe in this manner. You know what I'm saying? So to me, he's weak and so is she. There's no way that something like that can go on for 25 years without it having been nipped in the bud.
Not 25 years.
25 years?
And then to the fact that he's...
And now you upset?
He's buying a car for the mom.
A car.
She taking all the money out the bank account. This is affecting their livelihood, man. What are you talking about?
A luxury car?
Man, come on, man.
And she probably riding around in a Prius.
Do you hear me? I wish I would.
So
I would.
Every time that she makes him mad, he goes over to mama house and they talk about how low down, dirty, ain't no good she is, and he sit there and go along with that conversation.
And you know what? I'm not saying that's what's happening, but I will tell you this. Now, that's one thing you cannot do. When I was married, one thing you cannot do, anybody, any type of relationship, you cannot tell your family every time you get mad at your partner.
Absolutely not.
Because they will never forget. You will be back with them
and
trying to be happy, and they will never forget.
They're going to be turning up their nose.
Keep your problems in your house.
Yeah, and...
Keep your problems in your house.
And I'm with you. And the brother-in-law. Man, excuse me. Where you and my sister portion is? Where y'all coming in at?
Thank you.
Why am I the only one over here helping out?
And why you got something to say about it?
Yeah.
Why do you even have any input? Like, really?
Like you shouldn't even. Yeah. Like you're not even in the family.
That whole taking all the money out the bank account.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Out of there.
Why was she even given that type of permissions?
Well, why would you even do it though?
The access alone.
All the money.
I understand. I understand that it's wrong, but she had to been given. He
access.
Had to take her down there, with her license and everything to get her name on the account for her to be able to do that in the first place.
The access. Like, why is all this access being permitted? I will never understand that.
Nah, that's way too much access.
That is way too much. Way too much.
To your money that you work hard for. And she got a job?
Right. Way too much.
What the hell kind of stuff is this?
So that was an awesome big gulp.
Yeah, that was an awesome big gulp.
I hate that.
It's time for a real big gulp, I think.
Yeah. First, we need to talk about classy events. Awesome. So, you guys know I love talking about classy events because they are one of my favorite vendors. I've searched and I've called Aztec. I've called all the different tent rental places here in Houston, and the tents that he has available are unique. They take your event from, oh, that was cute, to like, wow, that was super nice. The customer service is unparalleled. They also do moonwalks. He has a trackless train, DJ services. He has it all, and I've actually seen his warehouse face to face, and he has warehouses full of that beautiful white furniture that you use, lounge furniture. And like I said, the prices are awesome. Don't go and do all the research that I had to do. I'm telling you, I have done the research, and there is no other tent rental place here in Houston that provides the quality of tents and with the price of the tents. Check out Classy Events today.
Yes. I've witnessed this classy events, right?
Classy events.
Classy events. It's very nice, very professionally done. Like, it's great. Nice. So we're gonna do this.
The sip of the week.
The sip of the week.
Vaughn, he did such a great job last week, and we just totally made this whole segment about Vaughn right now.
Listen,
what we getting ready to do?
I like drinking, right, guys?
Gosh.
So
is that what we ready finna do?
Yeah. So this right here, this is Old Smoky. Like, I don't know if y'all ever tasted Old Smoky. It's a moonshine made out of Tennessee, right? They have many different flavors. This is like a peach flavor. It's not as strong, but they have some 140 proof, and it will get you wherever you're trying to go, right? Real fast. So this is what we're gonna drink. This is peach moonshine. We're gonna drink it. We ain't gonna put it on no ice. We're just gonna drink it because that's how moonshine's supposed to be drank. Is that too much?
It might be.
Moonshine make you dance on tables.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with a little table dance.
I want to see. I want some kind of girls.
Okay, just put me a swallow in there.
You want this one?
No, I'm good.
Man, come on.
Yeah,
man.
A little dry.
You know what? I'm tired of y'all.
Livy, what you doing this weekend?
Well, this weekend, I am going to Leander, Texas.
Okay.
Which is up near Lake Travis, near Austin, just north of Austin.
Yes.
And I'm going to be on an inner tube sitting on Lake Travis watching Jaws on the big screen.
That's awesome right there, man. Hey, I'm jealous.
Right.
I want to go.
It's at Valente Beach and Water Park Resort. Valente Beach and Water Park Resort. So that's where I'll be this weekend on an inner tube watching Jaws. And I swear if anything touches me in the water, I'll be on the news. No, I'll be on the news.
So Saturday, me and Vaughn are going to a brunch. You want to talk to us about the brunch?
Oh, the brunch.
Yeah, brunch. It's at Seaside. Seaside is like the new happening spot.
Yeah.
It's like in
Don't
Midtown.
tell everybody. Okay, fine. It's too late.
They already know. It don't take long, man.
Because it's going to be too lit now.
Yeah.
It's going to be, it's been lit for
Seaside,
the past couple of weeks.
Watching. Seaside, if you're watching.
It's been lit for the past couple of weeks.
My table needs to be reserved.
It's a what now?
I say it's been lit for the past couple of weeks. The brunch is called Brunch and Bullshit.
Yeah, Brunch and Bullshit.
And that's what we doing. And then that night I'm going to my cousin's graduation party. And that's pretty much all I'm doing this weekend. I ain't got too much. I was in the country last weekend, bored out of my mind. So
okay.
So,
all right, you guys.
Great show, guys.
Yay,
thank
week
you
3.
Guys. Sorry y'all couldn't call in. We're going to get this fixed, guys. We know y'all want to call in. We're going to get it fixed,
We're
man.
sorry. We don't. Yeah, we're going to work
My boy over here going to fix it. He going to get it.
Yeah, our producer is on it. Like, seriously.
So, listen, y'all tune in next week because Olivia's going to have a date up here from what she found on Tinder. Vaughn is on POF. I'm going to join OkCupid, and we're going to get on here and talk about the advantages and disadvantages of each site. And the person that we go on a date with is going to come up here, and we're going to
somebody take me on a date. I don't think nobody's going to come up here, but somebody take me on a date.
I'm so excited about doing Olivia's interview. It's going to be cute.
Liv wants to go on a date. Oh, Seaside address. I'll put it in the comments so you can know what Seaside is. I'll put the flyer in the comments, man, so y'all can pull up.
Yes.
Come have some mimosas.
Floating.
She'll be floating. We'll be floating too.
Yeah,
a little different though.
Y'all be floating on the brunch.
All right,
right on.
Three shots, no chaser. Woohoo!